Hamas. How about you put on uniforms and come at me? Instead of hiding behind women and children and telling everybody I'm war criminal. How about no? Pardon me, but for a second here. I know we're all showing solidarity with Israel in this, but United States, did you just send a second carrier group in there? Yeah, I did. Oh wait, do you think 2's not enough? I have like 9 more. No, I don't believe it's a problem per se, but I just want to know why you've sent 2 carriers towards an enemy that has no carriers and no aircraft aside from paragliders. Because overkill's underrated. Look, very recently, Iraq, Iran, and Syria decided that they were going to get froggy, so I decided to send 2 of the largest pee-pee slaps floating on the ocean right to their front door. Talk shit about me behind my back all you want to, but I will knock on your door and ask you what the fuck you want. These feels, it tastes like Article 5. No sovereign nation has attacked NATO. Therefore, not Article 5, it is individual organization. You are very, very slimy. You know, I gotta hand it to him, it's pretty ingenious. I can't be mad at the guy. He pumps a whole bunch of money into Hezbollah and Hamas, Hezbollah being his favorite child, Hamas being the second favorite, and then they attack sovereign nations, and we retaliate, and they hide within the borders of his friends' countries and threaten war if we attack them inside of their own countries. Now you're starting to understand why there's 2 carriers over there, because I'm about to start bodying people. You are the terrorist American! You are the one attacking women and children here who are trying to be safe! You know, you're absolutely right. You should put on a uniform, tell us where you're going to be, and meet us on the field of battle, and we'll go fisticuffs and deal with this like men. Or is that not something you're capable of doing because you know you'll get your shit rocked? Here's what you need to understand there, High Speed. War doesn't determine who's right. War determines who's left. And there's a reason I'm still standing after over 200 years. You see, back in September 11, 2001, somebody decided to take down a couple of my buildings, and I lost almost 3,000 Americans. Well, I then spent 20 years in their country, and I lost less people fighting in that country for 20 years than I did in that one day. How many did they lose? Who the fuck pissed off the USA? I don't think I've seen them this mad like ever. You will not fear the Americans. They must not teach like a 20-year period of Iraqi history. 1991, me and 40 other nations bodied you in 100 hours. In 2003, we bodied you in 1 month, 1 week, and 1 day across your entire country. I'm going to see if I can break that record. The world is standing up to NATO aggression. Yeah, you personally are standing up about as good as Stephen Hawking. Not the brain part, the body part. Didn't you just lose like 4 digits worth of armored vehicles in your most recent counter offensive or something? No, my recent counteroffensive was effective, and I've taken land from... Oh, hold on, I forgot. I haven't given a shit about your opinion since... Carry the one, that was Gorbachev right there, and then fucking ever. I have never cared about your goddamn opinion. Also, I've given about between 5 to 10% of my military capability to Ukraine, and they've bodied around 50% of yours, so that sounds like money well spent in my book. Anyways, moving on. Carriers. Hey, what's going on, man? You went with Tommy Chong for the most advanced, largest aircraft carrier ever built. Hey, leave me alone. I'm feeling out the character. This one didn't just come to me one day. I get it, man. We're just all out here, like, going with the motions. The motion of the ocean. That is your justification for this. You know the Navy's not going to like that. Look, man, give me a break. I can only do so many voices, and as I was reading about all of my other characters, they all kind of just came to me. For example, the kid. Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me. The most devastating thing in the air that has ever been built, and it has never had an opportunity to do its job because everyone is afraid of it. Had to go with Buffalo Bill. The A-10. To whom it may concern, at 75 rounds a second. Total crackhead energy. They started with a gun, and then it became a plane. The F-16. Hard to catch, harder to hit, slimy, yet satisfying. The workhorse of the American export fleet. Everybody has one. They're quick, they're agile, they're easy to find parts for. They're a Glock 19 with wings. Then the F-15. 104 and 0, look out below. Can't everybody take down a satellite unless you got my thrust-to-weight ratio. The last time I took Russia seriously, I built that thing. He knows he's the shit. He knows he's untouchable. He knows that the only thing in the sky that could potentially harm him is the F-22, and he's on the same team. So then we got the F-35. Aw, darn it, way to put me on the spot here. Can you give me like the X-Men theme song and I can like think about stuff really hard like Professor X, like the 90s one. Can I get that? The F-35 is the most widely produced 5th-gen aircraft in the world, and it's also the most exported 5th-gen aircraft in the world. We started with a computer, ended up with an aircraft.